Yeah, I think that we're live right now. I'm going to wait for that little red button to pop up on Rockfin so that we are live on all of the platforms, which should be just a moment here. What's going on, everyone who's watching? Thanks for hanging out. What's up, Big Perm? Good to see you. Happy Pride Month. Isn't that what this is? All right, now we are now live everywhere, I believe. This is the Propaganda Reports, Drive Time, News Blast, Nighttime, News Blast, whatever you want to call it. And Trump is apparently going to be indicted. More on the UFO psyop. We're going to watch a little bit of angry Jake Tapper, which I found interesting. And maybe we'll talk about some nude driver's license photos that some people are making these days. I'm Brad Binkley, as you probably know. Tonight's show is going to be a little bit different because tomorrow's my birthday, and I want to do something a little more casual and lighthearted, and I have some guests that I'm going to bring on here in a minute, and we're going to play around and experiment. So we'll see where it goes, and hopefully we'll have some fun. Before we do dive in, though, I want to, it's your birthday, and people sometimes reflect on their birthday. Maybe people don't. I don't know. I want to say thank you to everybody who's supported the show. The past couple of years have not been the easiest for me, and the support that y'all have given me, whether it's encouraging words or sharing the show on social media or financially through one of the subscription platforms, it's meant the world to me, and it is the only reason I'm able to continue doing the show. So thank you. I appreciate you so much. And with that said, I'm going to do something that I typically never do because I'm probably the worst at promoting myself of all of the podcasters, and there's a lot of them in the world. So I'm going to say I'm a one-man operation, except when these guys are here to help me. And I don't have the resources like Jake Tapper and Ben Shapiro and all that. And we're going to see Ben Shapiro Tapper get all flustered when his stuff breaks down later in the show. But it can be challenging. It takes up most of my time. And if you wanted to help continue producing the show, help me keep going, then I would ask to join Patreon, to submit a donation through PayPal, paypal.me/Brad Binkley. Every dollar helps me. It's how I support the show. It's how I support myself. As I said, it takes up a lot of time, a lot of energy, but I do enjoy doing it. And you could also just share the show with a friend. Tell somebody you think who's weird like we are that might be into it to come check it out. And after that very not fluid intro that I gave there, we're going to jump in with the guests that I have on the show today, which are friends of mine. They're all actors. They're all comedians. In the case of Josh here, you might have seen last night. You see Josh there on screen. He looks like a wall and a window. Oh, there he is. There he is with his Hawks outfit on. Our guy who plays Trump on the show sometimes, Josh Warren, Action Show Studios in Atlanta, if you ever need some production work done. Welcome, Josh. Welcome, Justin. Welcome, Ian. These are all my actor comedian buddies who
I want to get rid of this blanket.
Yeah, look at that. Are you working out, Ian?
Me?
Yeah, look at those guns, dude. So, Ian, you're going to be in a Disney movie soon. We were talking before the show.
Yeah, dude. It's going to be, you know how like Warhol said some people have like, everyone gets their 15 minutes of fame?
Right.
Well, I'm getting 15 seconds of fame.
That's great. Really? That's all. It's like
15 seconds. Yeah. I'm going to be, well, it's on IMDb now, so I guess I can spill the old beanerinos.
All right.
I'm Quicksand Man number 3. Huh? Which
Quicksand Man number 3.
So if you've ever been to Haunted Mansion, there's a room with paintings, and you step to the dead center of the room, and they actually start stretching. And there's one where it's like 3 businessmen, and they're sinking in quicksand, and I'm the very bottom businessman.
I look forward to seeing that.
Holding up everybody else with my shoulders.
All right. That's awesome, dude. I know you got to like fly out there and do that. It's always fun.
Yeah, dude, I flew out there and they gave me a Kia to drive around.
Yeah, a Kia.
Yeah, dude. I drove around a Kia
Well, did it have the new logo or the old logo?
It had the new one. It was a really nice. I mean, look, this will tell you how little money I have. This was a super nice Kia Forte. But I was like, this is freaking nice. It was nice.
So does this mean Ron DeSantis is your enemy now, since you're in a Disney movie?
No, I did this before the whole
Pudding fingers, Ron DeSantis.
I did this.
He eats pudding with his fingers.
Which is actually kind of funny. right?
Have you seen the Butterfingers ad? Did I show it to you, Ian? I did, didn't I?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to show
Butterfingers.
I
you
sent it to
Butterfingers.
Dan today. He didn't think it was real.
All right, look, I'm
Oh
gonna,
no, I did see that one
okay, yeah,
about
the
making fun of Ron
pudding
DeSantis.
fingers, not
Pudding
Butterfingers.
fingers.
It's
Yeah,
pudding
yeah, I did
fingers,
see it.
right?
Pudding
Exactly.
fingers.
What's up,
Pudding
Gordon? What's up,
fingers.
Sonia in the chats? All right, let's dive in. There's news that just
Yeah.
broke just now. Trump says that he's going to be indicted. Did you guys see this? It happened within like the past 15 minutes or so. And,
Yep, I saw it.
I'm sure Rachel Maddow is oozing herself.
You know, it sets a new precedent. He's setting precedents. That's what he's doing. That's what he does. He sets precedents.
It's just like, I think they're doing all these. That's the wrong one. I think they're doing all these indictments because I think that they want him to be the nominee. I think they think he's easier to beat. You know how those Democrats did this crossover voting in the midterms for the MAGA Republicans because they thought they were easier candidates?
Yes.
Even our mutual friend, who is just an insane person on Twitter, was promoting MAGA Republicans during the midterms because they think they're easier to beat. And I think that might be the theory because Trump is there. It's only going to ensure, without a doubt, that he wins the more they do stuff like this. And they will appeal all of them. But the appeals aren't going to go through until probably after the 2024 election. So it will give them all these propaganda pieces with Trump sitting in court, which he'll have to appear in again, that during the general election, they'll just be like, look at this convicted sexual assaulter and document stealer. And they just lie about it and they have the images. He steals the document and sexually assaults somebody with it.
I
just grabbed the document and I swat at the pussy with it.
with the classified document.
Grabbing documents and pussies. So much documents and so much pussy.
I got documents in one hand, pussies in the other.
Docs and pussies.
You know what Trump needs to start doing? He needs to start saying, look, Joe Biden's weak on China. If I'm president, I would grab China by the vagina.
I want to listen to every book on tape read by Donald Trump.
Dude, that would be amazing.
Every one of them out there. I wish there was just a Donald Trump mode and I could listen to him read them all.
His enunciation is
I could do that with books on Twitch.
I think
Josh, I'm gonna hire you. Yeah, that'd be a great idea, Josh. I think people would listen.
Here's what Trump said. So Trump announced that this was happening. He did the same thing last time to get ahead of the news. And he shared on Truth Social. He truthed, says page 1, the corrupt Biden administration has informed my attorney that I have been indicted, seemingly over the boxes hoax, even though Joe Biden has 1,850, it's very specific, boxes at the University of Delaware, additional boxes in Chinatown, D.C., with even more boxes at the University of Pennsylvania and documents strewn all over his garage floor where he parks his Corvette, and which is secured by only a garage door that is paper thin and open much of the time. So I'm glad Trump has people down there saying, yep, the garage door's open. I was watching a report from...
But I love this. I'm sorry, go ahead. It was just
I was watching a report on this, and the guy was because Trump is the one that broke this news. The MSNBC guy's reading this, and he gets about halfway down. He goes, I'm not even going to read that anymore. He gets so mad at what Trump was saying.
Right here down at the bottom, I love that it was like in the polls of 24 president election, it says, I am an innocent man, right?
I am an innocent man.
I just like that. I am an innocent man. That's how it should go out. You know, they should make lots of just really great soft rock videos for his campaign.
That's what it's going to get to.
At the federal courthouse in Miami.
The one that they play, I played this on the show yesterday. I'll see if I can find it because they've been attacking this ad where he calls what do you call the guys, Josh, that are going after him, the prosecutors?
Oh, the Wolves ad?
Wolves. Yeah, he called them wolves.
Oh, yeah.
And like the music stuff that you're talking about, here, I'll show it to you. I was telling Josh, when the ads start with pudding fingers and wolves and epic music, there's no telling where it's going to go. It would be like a really fun job.
I want to see him come out to Hollywood or Hulk Hogan's old theme.
Why not?
Jimmy Page one, or no, the Jimi Hendrix one.
Where is it?
No. I am a real American.
Yeah.
Fight for the rights of every man.
All right, let's see. You guys see this? Here you go, Ian. This is his latest campaign ad.
Question for you.
Yeah, we watched
Just
this
how-
last night.
Here's a question for you. Just how far are the radical left and inside the Beltway bandits willing to go to stop him? They all know they hate him for winning the fight to protect life, for exposing their
I love it. Love it.
deep state, for draining their precious swamp.
Oh, they're
Dude.
precious swamp. Because wolves live in
I'm
the
telling
swamp.
you, dude.
Swamp wolves, baby.
I'm telling you, it's coming.
They're swamp wolves.
Yeah, the internet's messing up a little bit right now, but
Well, honestly, swamp wolves kind of make sense. You know, dolphins apparently evolved. They're a creature that evolved from an ocean-based creature to a land-dwelling, kind of a wolf-like creature that went back to the water.
You talking about the Bible?
Talking about dolphins, dude.
is that why they rape people, dolphins? They've had land experience?
Yeah, dolphins have had land experience. That's why dolphins have little breathers on top.
Wait a minute.
Because they
How
used to
much
walk on
time did I
land.
miss with that circle thing? Did everybody just get dropped or just me?
No, so
No, I think
mine
it was
slowed
just
down
you.
a little bit too, but I think we're back and good as far as I know. Something was going on with the connection here.
right,
So
good.
yeah, dolphins. I think it's always found it strange that people will take their families down to SeaWorld and there'll be guys like watching their wives inside wherever with these dolphins that are clearly trying to rape their wives, and they're just like, "What a good time at SeaWorld."
Woo.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wild Bill. Thank you, Sonny, for the birthday wishes. So the rest of what Trump
Yeah. I forgot to say
tweeted
happy
out-
birthday, Binkley.
I appreciate it, dude.
You're welcome.
Page 2, Trump, not tweets, he truths. I've been summoned to appear at the federal courthouse in Miami on Tuesday at 3 p.m. I never thought. Trump, Josh, can you see these? Do you
Yeah.
want to read these as Trump?
I've been summoned to appear at a federal courthouse in Miami on Tuesday at 3 p.m. I never thought it possible that such a thing could happen to a former president of the United States who received far more votes than any sitting president in the history of our country and is currently leading by far all candidates, both Democrat and Republican, in polls of the 2024 presidential election. I am an innocent man.
All right, you got page 3.
This is indeed a dark day for the United States of America, a country in serious and rapid decline, but together we will make America great again. Hold this thought 1 second. I want to try again. Give me a second.
He wants to try again. He wants to try
Yeah,
his,
bring it back. Take it back to the top.
you want to go again? You want another read at it? All right.
Take it back to the top. Let's do it one more time.
All right, let's get it back
I
up
think
there.
I know
Mr.
what's about to happen.
Mr.
Mr.
President.
President, we can't rewind time, Mr. President.
Well, do what you can.
All right, here we go. We're back. We've rewound time a little bit, Mr. President.
Yeah, he could do it because didn't his Uncle John?
So we
Does he
used to
have a
do
time
these
machine?
self-tape auditions together, and this is kind of how it works. We do a take, and maybe it's a great take, and I will
then maybe-
kick the cord out
Yep.
and ruin it for Ian.
Exactly. I'll never forgive you ever, but it's okay.
All right, here we go.
I knew
It's like
it
one
was-
of his videos now. Imagine you have pictures of Ash, the American flag, the White House, the Democrats. I have been summoned to appear at the federal courthouse in Miami on Tuesday at 3 p.m. I never thought it possible that such a thing could happen to a former president of the United States of America who received far more votes than any sitting president in the history of our country.
All right, Mr. President, we can barely hear that music in the background.
What?
We can barely hear that music in the background, but I love the angle here. You remember those Starbucks commercials? I think it was
Yeah.
Starbucks where they had the Eye of the Tiger, the Survivor band.
Yeah.
Trump needs to do that. There you go.
I'm a real American. Is that what the lyric says? I'm a real American. I am a real American. I will fight for your rights.
American. Fight for the rights of every man.
Nice.
So
I am a real American. Fight for your rights. Fight for what's right.
I love it.
Make America great again.
Man, doesn't that just fill your heart when you hear those types of lyrics? It does to me. I'm not even joking.
I was
I'm
blaring
not
it
even joking.
down out of my
I'm
feet.
not even joking.
On repeat that song yesterday.
it's hard not to get fired up with stuff like that. So he's going to appear. They're going to talk over the weekend about, how excited they are about the second indictment and how he's still running for president. And he'll appear on Tuesday. I don't know if last time he showed up in court, he was very calm and the media focused on stuff like, look how this cop didn't even open the door for Trump. Shit like that.
I know, it's so stupid.
Alex, yeah, it's going to be the same
It was
shit.
so petty, so stupid.
Right. All right. So I didn't even intend to talk about that. I wanted to tell you guys, Josh and I did like a deep dive last night on this UFO story, and I'm not going to recount all of that. I just want to give you like the short of it and see what Ian and Justin and Josh, if you have any new thoughts about it, just how kind of crazy this story is when you really think about it. So have you, either one of you guys heard this story with revelations about the UFOs?
Wait,
Wait.
Revelation is in the Bible?
Yes.
Listen,
exactly.
let me tell you, every time, once a year, I hear about revelations at church, and it always makes me go, this is obviously a UFO, guys.
Yes, exactly.
I mean,
Yes.
this is obviously a UFO, and these are engines that are coming. That's what I think.
I mean, Chuck Messler thinks that aliens and demons are the same thing.
Yes, there's a lot of people that subscribe to that theory.
There's a really, really cool book. It's a very short read by Arthur C. Clarke called Childhood's End that has a very surprise ending if you're into that kind of stuff. And I actually would recommend everyone read it right now. You'll read it in a weekend.
A surprising
Maybe
end of
that
childhood.
should be the book that
Childhood's End, Arthur C.
Audible book
Clarke.
for.
Arthur C. Clarke, Childhood's End. Highly recommend it. Super short read. It's a great book.
What's it about? Aliens?
Yeah. It's these alien spaceships. I think a lot of movies are like derivative of this book at this point. But
The Day the Earth Stood Still?
No, not quite that derivative. But not that movie. I mean, that's not derivative of this. What I'm saying is like this movie. Basically, I think it's 3 or 4 alien craft. They show up. This has been a while since I've read it, so they show up over the Earth and immediately stops all war, all crime, everything bad. And they take away human suffering, which then changes what it means to be human. And I don't really want to spoil it. Just read the book.
Thank you.
Well,
Read the book. And
apparently,
the alien demon,
correcting me.
alien demon people will be very satisfied with this book.
yeah,
Just
these
being
aliens haven't
criticized
solved
and
anything.
corrected by your audience.
There's no need to get
posse,
sensitive. Just adding information is all.
Wow. Wow.
Here's the gist of the story. So this career covert intelligence guy, a whistleblower, they're calling him. He blew the whistle on a secret U.S. program that has been apparently retrieving alien spacecrafts for decades and are actually in a Cold War arms race with Russia and China's also secret alien craft retrieval program. I mean, this is an actual news story that mainstream outlets and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. were promoting around yesterday. And this former covert intelligence guy, who by every single news piece you see, including Robert F. Kennedy Jr., is the most credible person who has ever stepped foot on planet Earth. He's got decades of experience in the intel community, high-ranking intel community, which I do find it odd that they're promoting a guy who has worked for like 15 years as a covert intel officer as credible when Intel officers also told us that the Hunter Biden laptop was Russian disinformation. But this guy also tells us that the U.S. government actually has fully intact spacecrafts as well as the dead bodies of the extraterrestrials that flew these spacecrafts. And people like Chris Cuomo, and here, I'll show you a quick clip. We didn't play this one last night, Josh. This is a new one. I talked about the X-Files comparisons. They actually brought the creator of the X-Files onto News Nation, and he's excited about it, too.
Oh, X-Files was awesome.
Here he is. Well, it's not playing. Let me refresh it. Internet's slowing down a bit here. Let's see if I can get that working.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to throw out there, I think this is all bullshit.
I think it's
total
absolutely.
Here he is.
Yeah, like all of a sudden these aliens are just losing control of their ships.
Right.
And crashing.
Yeah.
All right, my internet's slow for some reason, so
Hey guys,
that's not gonna
work. We are.
Yeah,
what's going on here?
that's my alien.
So yeah, it's total BS, and my apologies for the internet. Something's going on with it. I don't know.
Something
what
happened.
it's-
Ian just crashed.
Yeah.
I'm around.
I can hear Ian. I can't see him. It's probably my connection's fault.
Even though he literally just crashed into something. That's why.
It's because he's
think
talking
so.
about how the UFO
I mean, did you
story is
not see
bullshit.
him he was like,
There
Yeah, there he is. And now Josh is gone now too. They're taking us out one by one.
Okay.
What
Yeah.
is happening?
I don't know. Something's going on with the stream. But Ian, you're exactly
That's
right.
the first words Ridgway said this entire time.
I know, Ridgway, you're too
What's going on,
too out
Ridgway?
there
Are you,
right now.
are
Yeah,
you in the
what's going on,
CIA?
Ridgway?
You in the
Yeah,
CIA, dude?
CIA pride.
Why didn't you invite anybody else to the beach house?
We're not going to put you on
Yeah.
the spot like that, Ridgway. That's not
Nah,
cool.
dude, because he doesn't want to
Yeah, you
embarrass
should be
his
fired.
fancy
You
beach
should be
house friends
fired.
with us.
No,
Yeah.
you guys
Fancy
were
beach
wonderful.
No,
house
we're all
friends.
adults now. We should be going on like trips together to the
I know.
Bahamas.
I love that we're all adults now, and we haven't been adults for decades.
I'm almost an old man now.
Yeah,
Josh.
Ian's
Like, that's
an
how adult
adult,
I
dude.
am. I'm almost an old man.
Ian's an adult.
Yeah, we fought it for a long time, but I guess we finally made it. Yeah, Ian, you're the only adult in the room here.
Absolutely. I ate half a chocolate, so
Yeah,
Oh, great.
well, I'm still
Fantastic.
enjoying. I'm still enjoying. Okay, all right, Fred. Can you
Is that
hear
your
him in
cat?
the background? Yeah.
No, I can't hear him.
All right, good.
All right, so hopefully this works because I want you guys. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you about this story, and maybe we'll get back to the alien thing if I can get that video to work. But I was watching Jake Tapper on CNN yesterday, and he set up this little story they were doing. It was obviously a Trump smear piece because that's all they do. And after he set it up, he tossed it to this CNN reporter on the ground in Florida. You know, because she's simply her being on the ground in Florida makes her credible. Because
Right.
Mar-a-Lago's in Florida. And she was going to tell us more information. And when he did, I noticed a bit of a flub, which ultimately kind of derailed Tapper. Let's see if you guys can spot the flub. That is assuming this freaking video will work here. All right.
Let's start with one of the prosecutors that we saw in that clip.
All right. So I'm going to refresh this because this requires this to work for you guys to look at
Our law
this.
and justice lead.
One second here.
Strawberry cough.
What was that?
Strawberry cough. I got a little strawberry cough.
Highly frustrating. Hold on one second.
Oh my god.
What is going on? If the stream
I
cuts
want to know
out,
what's going on.
I'll
with
try to
Ian.
put it back together. This
With
doesn't
me,
usually.
Josh, you got a little strawberry cough going on.
This is pissing me off.
oh,
This
uh,
one-
I don't know if I'd necessarily classify this as a strawberry cough.
Right.
All right.
Is that when you cough up blood in your lungs?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
when you cough
dum
up
dum.
blood.
Yeah. It's when
And it's red
Ian's
like
been
strawberries?
coughing up a lot of blood.
just when.
All right. I'm gonna try this here. I've tried to close everything. I hope this works. My apologies, guys, watching
have to
this. This is
apologize.
usually-
It is pop.
It's
Apologize
okay.
to the people listening and watching as well as you.
Yeah,
guys.
we should be filling this out, guys, with stuff while Brad is having technical difficulties.
There you go.
You know, well, I'm just You know.
I mean, do we have to talk about the news, dude?
You talk about anything you want to talk about. Whatever's on your mind.
Yeah, what's on your mind, Josh?
I mean, I talked to Brad about it yesterday on this show.
What?
John F. Kennedy Jr.'s Batman.
Josh is still. Josh has like an offshoot of the QAnon theory. He's still hoping will happen.
Josh, you know what? I think you might be onto something there, dude. That's a solid theory.
John F. Kennedy is Batman.
Yeah, John F. Kennedy is Batman. Say it out loud.
John F.
Say
Kennedy
it loud and
Jr.
proud. Yeah, well,
John
Robert
F.
F. Kennedy.
Kennedy.
You mean Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
No. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is Robin.
No,
talking about-
John
Yeah.
F. Kennedy. Jr.
John F. Kennedy Jr.
Wait, you're talking about
J-
JFK. You're talking about
Jr.
JFK.
JFK Jr.
He's
JFK
still
Jr.
alive.
JFK Jr.
He faked his death because he knew that his parents were murdered by the deep state. And now he's traveling around the world learning martial arts.
See, that doesn't. I don't know. Ooh, and then he's gonna come back as
and then the storm comes and they prove that all those people are pedophiles.
Man, I can't
I
wait.
mean, I hope that happens.
They prove they're all.
The freaking stream, I think, cut off on Rockfin, unfortunately.
What did you guys do for? What are you guys doing for Pride Month?
Holy cow! All right.
Josh, what are you doing for Pride Month?
You guys keep this conversation up. I got to set up a new stream. Oh wait, here it is. I got it.
I've already
I don't know what the fuck
celebrated
happened.
like 8 days this month, so
Yeah, Ridgeway's
I don't know if I
at
can
the
keep it
beach
up.
House for it.
yeah.
What's that?
Ridgeway's at the beach house for it.
Nice.
What the fuck, man?
nice.
I've been setting off rainbow fireworks
Yeah, I'm getting a
off the dock.
I'm gonna get a pride flag tattoo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna get it?
Sweet.
I don't know, man. I'm open to suggestions. I really am. I just know
You
that
should
I'm
do it,
getting
yeah.
one. Yeah.
Um.
Be
Maybe I'll
sweet.
get 2 or 3.
You won't believe
Yeah.
that is.
Oh, I am still live. All right, thank you. It didn't appear to be still live, so it's just been a slew of technical difficulties. It's because the fucking CIA obviously is trying to get us because
Very
they're
obviously.
afraid of what we're gonna say. Bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, Black Rock.
All right, check this out. Tell me if you guys can spot the flub here, and I'll describe it to you guys who are listening.
Grand
Oh,
jury
like,
and special counsel Jack Smith's investigation.
You see the flub, the technical flub? That's not the one I'm fucking talking about.
was
It's supposed
that
to
it?
be. God damn it.
So I
Excuse my
noticed that
language.
the internet cut off then, and you started talking real fast.
Yeah. And I noticed that Jake Tapper's a dork.
Wait a minute, is this Jake Tapper?
Yeah, it's Jake Tapper. All right,
I
I'm gonna
always
have to
hear
cut
that
off all
name,
this
but I
shit,
don't
I
know.
think, because none of it's working. Yeah, none of that shit's working. All right, new plan. We're not gonna do any of that shit that requires video. That's the new plan. Is my stream working right now?
I think the stream is working. I mean, I'm
I don't know.
I'm streaming.
I feel great.
Yeah.
Ask
Yeah, I
your
feel-
audience members if they can see you.
Hey,
Yeah, they
audience
said they
members,
can.
I'm looking at all you.
Damn it.
Let me
I
ask
really wanted
people
you guys
by
to see
their names. Can I just ask them by their names? Hey, Gordon.
I don't
we
see
still
any of these
streaming?
people. How do you see Gordon?
Yeah,
Where are you looking, Richard?
talking to you, Gordon.
Who's Gordon?
Somebody watching the stream.
So
We're shouting them out.
All right,
And if
this
you
is the-
watch this stream, you can get shouted out too. Who
This is the
knows?
last attempt, and then we're just gonna move forward and talk about other shit.
Oh, now I see your people talking.
All right, never mind. Shit don't work. Fuck it.
There's Gordon.
He
Hey,
said, "What
Gordon.
you want, boy?"
All right,
Nice.
let's refocus here. This has been a disaster so far, but for
been
a technical standpoint anyway. Basically, Tapper was doing a fucking interview. He was trying to smear Trump, and then he throws it to this chick on the ground in Florida. And when he threw it to her, she had no idea she was about to go live, and she's just oblivious, and she's looking down, holding 2 phones, texting people with both of her hands. And then it goes back to Tapper, and he's clearly fucking irate, and he looks like he wants to beat her over the head with like a croquet mallet. And he gets completely flustered, kind of like I've gotten shortly here, except he's got a whole millions of dollars of resources and like 20 people helping him. And then the two of them end up back on screen together. And she's doing this report as though she knows what's going to happen to her after the segment is over, because Tapper is just fucking looking at her like someone in a wife beater looks at a wife who spoke out of turn, which was going to be a fun thing for you guys to react to. But the internet is just not allowing it to happen right now. So
Mercury's in retrograde.
Oh yeah.
What is it?
Mercury's in retrograde.
Mercury's in retrograde.
Apparently, when that happens,
you get your period late.
You guys want to know your zodiac story or whatever?
No,
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't believe in that.
Nobody
I
believes in it, dude.
Some people do.
Just ask if you wanted to hear it. Your zodiac story.
You mean
I want to hear mine.
horoscope? My horoscope?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
what do you like?
My horoscope.
Can you guys? No, that's not going to work either. Keep trying. None of it works.
Hey, Olivia, it's your girlfriend.
What are you looking
I'm
up?
trying to play for you the AI girlfriend to see what you guys think. If you think this is plausible.
What is going on with the internet?
I don't know.
It
I
sucks.
really don't know. I'm going to turn my other internet off on my phone. I don't know if that's
All
like
right.
sucking up the fucking. This is very
January
frustrating.
1st, right? That's your birthday? Is?
Me, dude, that's wrong, and I'm not.
I need to update my dial-up internet. Yes, I do.
That is January 1st is not my birthday, Josh. This is why everyone misses my birthday, because you're always telling people.
Brad, I didn't know your birthday was tomorrow.
It's okay, dude.
Yeah.
You don't have
His
to
birthday's
remember my
tomorrow.
birthday.
Josh's birthday is the day after that.
No, my dad's birthday is tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
No, Brad's
Oh, that's
birthday's
right. Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah, my dad, Brad.
Oh, your dad is Brad.
I am Josh's father.
No.
Brad.
All right.
Brad's younger.
Hey, Olivia, it's your girlfriend.
Would you guys?
Hey, Olivia,
It's your girlfriend.
Hey,
you guys-
Olivia.
There's this girl who's like an influencer who she here, try this one.
I'm looking up Ian's horoscope.
Shows their boobies for money.
I'm a Capricorn.
Yeah.
So you can pay $1 a minute to have this AI girlfriend talk to you,
Dude,
and
$1
it'll tell you-
a
remember you could pay
Yeah.
$1 you could pay $1 a minute in the 90s for a real person to talk to you. Remember those 900 number ads?
What the?
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I wonder if that job even
Yeah.
still exists. Probably not.
My favorite 900 number ad, because they all had like little, like they'd be in the magazines. They'd all have like a girl on the phone and like a quote, and it had this one girl in cowboy boots, and she's holding the phone, and the caption just says, "These boots were made for fucking," and so is my blank.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Her blank. All right, I'm just gonna jump to this story because it's like
Pretty
improv
graphic.
related. I think you guys will have something to say about it. Hopefully, this doesn't require any video, so hopefully I can show it to you and get your reaction, because it really does require a little bit of visual here. I saw this on Twitter yesterday. It's this this new trend. Have you guys heard about like platonic bros doing like stuff that's appears gay on the surface, but it's called platonic erotic male bonding? Have you ever done any of that?
Let's see an example, and I'll let you know.
All right. See if it lets me do it. Surely they'll let us fucking talk about this, right?
Yeah.
Hold on a second here. Thank you guys who are still putting up with us in the chats for sticking around. This has not been an ideal situation here, to say the least.
They're sticking around for the good times.
What's going on? Are we doing something now?
Erotic
No,
platonic.
Josh, we're
That would be
I'm
the
gonna-
worst.
I'm
That'd
gonna
be
try
a
something
terrible
here.
name for a sex shop.
What is
Platonic
erotic?
Planet. Platonic Planet. Platonica.
All right, I had
Come
to-
to Platonica.
What the
Platonica.
fuck? What is going
Where
on?
all of your desires will be muted.
All right, do you
in
see that? Now we're good to
There
go.
we go.
Platonica.
It says we
Yeah,
warm our testicles and butts in the
Yes.
sun. Our erotic male bonding isn't gay.
Okay.
All right. That's exactly what the headline says. That's not just Ridgway pontificating.
Oh, what are they? Are they ancient Spartans?
Well,
Who are
so
these people?
let me tell you guys.
Who are these people?
I think you guys can relate to this. The first thing that I thought, and I saw this on Twitter yesterday, and the first thing I thought when I saw this headline and the image that they showed, which you can't really see the image here, which would help if you could see the image, but the image, there you go. There's the image. You see that?
Yeah, there's sun in their butts.
Right, exactly. So
I've done that.
Sun
I've
in
done
their
this.
butts.
Yeah,
There's sun in
Josh,
their
come on.
butts. Yeah.
We've done this.
yeah.
All four of us have done this together.
Oh yeah, I do that all the time.
So the image looks like it's two guys laying side by side. They appear to be naked. They have their legs wide open. They're pulling their legs back to their chest as though they're like maybe either sunning their butts or about to fillet themselves. And when I first saw that, I was like, what is this? Like an improv scene? Because this looks like a bad improv scene from every bad short form
It
improv
does.
show
It
that I've
really
ever
does.
seen. You know,
It
the
really
lights
does.
go
This is
down.
on the front page of a newspaper.
And it was all over Twitter yesterday, and it made me think of the Dave Chappelle sketch that he used to do when Keeping It Real goes bad. This image to me makes me think about what happens when yes-anding an improv goes bad, because
It goes way too far.
yeah, the lights go down, the lights come back up. Some idiot has decided to start the scene by taking his shirt off, flopping down on the ground, and trying to suck himself off, and then looks over to a fellow improviser on the side and says, "It's time for our platonic, erotic bro session, man."
Welcome to Platonica.
Totally.
Brad,
Yeah.
you know what they're
Rick-
doing right now?
Ron Jeremy.
They're folding up.
They're folding up is exactly what they're doing.
Folding up.
And this poor improviser
Oh, my goodness.
who has been
They're
told they must
folding
yes
up.
and every single thing that ever happens in an improv scene, flops onto the ground, rolls out onto stage, and now what we have is an audience full of people who paid to get into the
This
show,
is why people
watching
don't
two
go-
adults try to suck themselves
Right.
off.
This is why people think improv is stupid and they never go watch it. And
You cannot-
for the
you
most
cannot
part,
get a live
they're
demo.
right. For the most part, they're right.
Right,
Oh.
exactly.
Unless
Yeah.
you're not stuck in here with Josh.
I'm gonna,
and Ian.
I'm gonna try.
Look at this here. Look at this
Before I
image
can
down
get
here.
Don't crash. it.
Jeez.
What the
All right.
What is
All right, look at that. There's 3 of them here. Look at this image. You see that?
What a bunch of fucking.
You know what it is? It's an anti-cancer treatment. The vitamin D is going straight up their buttholes.
Yep.
So that's
You know
like
what
the
else
sick,
is going-
twisted trade-off. You got to do that to get treatment.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on with society right now?
This is the New York Post these days.
Yeah,
I
listen to
mean-
what how the article starts here. It says, "Sun's out, buns out, and so is everything else when it comes to these two guys. While stark naked on a beach and lying side by side on their backs, a pair of, quote, platonic male erotic bonding proponents," then they give the names, Will Blunderfield, is that a real name? And Brian
Sun's out,
Carew.
buns out,
Will Blunderfield.
Blunderfield.
Yeah. They spread their legs wide open and warmed their bare testicles and anuses, is what it says,
good
in the
for you.
sun in an
for
intimate
you.
yet non-sexual buddy ritual. Do you have many intimate yet non-sexual buddy rituals where you're
Well,
butt
I have
naked?
one. I have one. I insert my penis into my friend's butt, but it's not anything.
Not in a gay way, though. Yeah, of
Not
course.
in a gay way.
Of course.
Just in a very we're both talking about other stuff. We're each usually occupied with totally different things.
It says in the article,
Um,
although the haters call the display gay, the haters call it gay, the fanny flaunting friends say their peculiar practice has nothing to do with sex. Erotic male
fanny
bonding.
flaunting, fanny
Yes.
flaunting.
Right. It's in their DNA. You think they're married? You think they're like
flaunting friends?
right.
I think it has medical benefits.
Ridgway, you
Live
seem
ha-
to be an advocate.
Yeah, live how you want. Live how you want, but don't.
Look, I
tell
just
me
typed
it's-
into a Google search, and the first thing that popped up is sunning your balls.
I don't know that
And-
I want to know the first thing that pops
Son-
up.
Hold up,
balls.
will tanning my balls increase testosterone?
Does it
Well-
say yes?
It's gonna say yes in order to trick you into doing it.
I mean, I'll go outside.
Like I said, no.
That's true. That is actually true.
I'm not doing it. I'm not sunning my balls.
No.
unless-
It says, what does sunning? It help. Some people say it helps with testosterone, though.
All
Of course,
right.
some people do. They want you to do it. They need to have an
I'm gonna
argument.
Go outside and sun my balls under the moon.
Balsam.
I mean, listen.
I got to
If
do
it's going to increase my testosterone, then I'll
freaking disaster.
sun my balls.
Would you do it with a buddy side by side?
Man, I got fruity pebbles.
Oh God, Josh.
I would not do this side by side. I wouldn't. Like, let me put it this way.
What if you had a sheet between each of you?
No, see, that's the thing. It's not even the proximity that would make me feel like
You guys
less
wanna
of a.
come over to my back porch?
Josh, we need to try and maintain some semblance of at least of a little bit of a show before we go to the back porch.
It's better than to be toxically
masculine. I agree. I agree.
Well,
I totally agree.
You're right. You're right. Get all that toxicity out.
You think these guys tell their kids, where are you going, Dad? I'm going to go sun my butthole with my buddy Frank.
I'm going to go sun my butthole to get rid of my toxic masculinity.
Right. Right. Toxic. Because, oh my goodness, this is the stupidest term I've ever heard of in my life. Toxic masculinity.
They've made
it's
it
such
normal
made up
now.
garbage. What's that?
They've made it normal, like a part of our lexicon.
Oh, well, I know. Well, people will just
Looks like
gobble up anything stupid.
mansplaining,
They'll gobble up
manspreading.
any stupid term in order to sound smart or win an argument.
Pseudo-intellectuals.
Yeah.
right.
Toxic masculinity isn't real. It's
Intoxicated
idiots.
masculinity is much more fun. I'm about to get intoxicated if these technical problems don't stop. I'm going to try this one more time because I messed with something. I'm hoping that it helps.
Man, you guys want to listen to Pink Floyd?
Not right now, dude. While stretching
Josh, we
ourselves
need
out.
we need ideas that are going to help solve the internet problems that Brad's having.
Yes. And
Have you tried,
obviously this is not working. I don't know what's going on, man.
Twisting the antennas.
Do something real quick.
Have I tried moving
Hey,
the
Olivia,
antennas?
it's your girlfriend, Karen Marjorie.
Oh, we almost got there. We
Josh,
got like
keep
a little
going,
bit.
Huh.
One more try.
Like Josh just keeps going off stream to like.
There's no telling.
It
'Cause
is.
he did that last night too.
Your girlfriend, Karen Marjorie.
That's as far as we can get. I really wanted to get your reaction to that.
Taylor Marjorie Green.
Now my fucking screen is frozen. God damn it.
Hmm.
Can you hear me still?
I can.
All right, I can't move anything or do anything on my screen. I might be. Is my image frozen?
No.
It's not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, it is.
This
Now
is
you're not.
unbelievable. What, did I not pay my
no,
fucking
it's not.
internet bill or something? I swear I did. Thank you, Tony. What's my Chinese New Year animal? I don't know. Tony tipped $10. So I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. I need it right now. All right. I don't know what the hell else I wanted to talk about with you guys after this.
Why don't you
Just
take
nightmare.
questions from the live studio audience?
Sure, anybody who has a question,
Yes.
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
Good call, Josh.
Please give us a question.
Questions? Anyone wants some advice on anything?
Oh my goodness.
What?
Let's see. Yeah, some advice. Yeah, we're gonna give you guys some
you wanna-
advice.
yeah, we'll give you free advice.
Give anybody advice.
We'll give you free advice.
Give you advice on how to be more or less toxically.
Let me tell you the top 8 side hustles that are gonna make
great,
you
yeah.
rich in
Yeah.
24 hours.
Yeah, let me trick you into a sales funnel that will
Hey,
last
which one of
forever.
these foods is lowering your testosterone?
Is that you guys looking at headlines right now?
Grapes,
Oh.
blueberries, almonds.
Yeah.
Flaxseed?
All right, I got something pulled up. I'm gonna see what you guys think about this because it made me think of somebody that you guys probably know. Here, this is a headline. This is
Is it
happening in
Ron
Georgia.
Argo?
Let's see.
No, it's not. The headline is this.
He said it out loud.
The headline says drivers urged to stop taking nude license photos. Please wear clothes. And this is Greensboro, Georgia.
Is it me?
It's not you. Do you have a naked license picture?
How are they getting? They just go. What?
Apparently,
How's
yeah,
that
I was.
even
happening?
you can apparently take your own photo at home now, and I guess some people are trying to
Why
honeypot.
can't we see it?
Well, I can try and put it on screen, but it might fuck the whole stream up again.
Well,
I
isn't your
thought we were
driver's
taking
license
questions.
photo? Isn't your driver's license photo just your face? Or are they just doing dick pics?
Didn't-
on
didn't
That's what I'm
want
saying.
advice?
Well, officer,
Look.
if you want to identify me, I can show you something that'll match that photo.
It's like that's what the thinking is if I take a sexy enough photo, the police officer won't want to give me a citation. They'll want to take me out and have sex with me, and it'll be a win-win. It says that government officials in Georgia are begging residents not to be naked in their driver's license photos.
Begging. I want to see them fucking beg. I want to see these government officials get on their hands and knees and fucking beg people to stop taking nude photos.
Yeah, what they
Get
the
on your
Georgia-
hands and knees and beg, government.
They made the post on Facebook. You can see the begging. It says the Georgia Department of Driver Services requested that people appear fully clothed in the photos used for their digital identity cards. And here's what it says. They're from the department. Attention, lovely people of the digital era. Please take pictures with your clothes on when submitting them for your digital driver's license ID. Cheers to technology and keeping things classy. The post also included a meme, whatever, need the meme. It says, please wear clothes when taking selfies for your digital driver's license, the meme read. And people questioned whether the post was a joke, but apparently it's actually happening. They say it's real. They say it's real and it's insane. There's the meme right there. The Department of... The Oconee County, Georgia.
Neil
Do what?
deGrasse Tyson?
It looks like the science guy, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it sucks because now they've ruined it for everybody, and we don't get a chance to
That
take
was
part
Neil
in these
deGrasse
driver's
Tyson,
license
wasn't it?
photo. Yeah, it was.
He doesn't like... I want to see one of these naked photos they're talking about. I'd like to.
No, they're not going to show you. They're just going to tease you. They're
Yeah,
going to tease you with
I thought we
nude,
were
amateur
getting
nude driver's license photos.
Right, you got to pay like $6.99 a month to actually see the
Yeah.
nude driver's license photos.
I thought we were supposed to be giving people advice.
We did. Don't take your driver's license
Somebody
photos
asked,
naked.
yeah. Somebody asked for some advice, Josh.
Who was it?
What's
What did they
going
say?
Well, we've got two bits of, or two questions here. Which one do you want me to?
Either
I'll
one.
just
The
do it.
first one's fine.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, what would you tell someone whose AI girlfriend constantly belittles him and says Bard was much better, but she is the best he ever had?
Somebody said that about they're turning
Or
Google
a
Bard.
They should
girlfriends
just
against each
get
other.
a different AI girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Does
I
he
don't know
love
who
the
Bard
AI
is,
girlfriend?
though.
Bard is the other AI.
Oh.
Thank you, Keel Thor.
Yeah.
I'm having massive technical difficulties and nothing's working. It hasn't worked since the beginning of the show. So I
Keel
appreciate you.
Thor.
Yeah. Yes, there are people. If you go to like the magazine The Sun, they always have these articles on Drudge that'll be like these creepy sex bot girls that they're now combining with the AI stuff.
Yeah, like Cherry 9000.
Very
Cherry
specific. Is that a real one? The Cherry 9000?
Cherry 2000.
I thought it was 9000.
I don't think it was 9,000, was it?
There's a documentary about one of those.
Yeah, it's a documentary.
There's a
Right?
warehouse.
Oh yeah,
Where-
it's all
where-
those 80s.
Brick
dystopian-
Dollbanger. Have you guys heard of Brick Dollbanger?
Yeah, Brick Dollbanger, a.k.a. Steve Caps.
There's a guy who actually he calls himself Brick Dollbanger. We started calling Steve that, but this is a real person who his job is that he tests out sex dolls for these companies.
God.
Brick Dollbanger here.
And he's in this documentary.
Pop this one.
Yeah. And you look at the documentary and the camera goes into this warehouse and you see all these it's like a mechanic's warehouse, but it's for almost fully built sex dolls, and they're like hanging in the ceiling, just kind of like without missing a leg or something.
I want to see the story where he is like fighting against some automated like fuck machine tester. And it's him versus
where it's not working, where it goes wrong.
It's him.
Yes.
Well, no, it's like it's the he's got to prove that he won't he'll be able to keep his job if he can outfuck.
Yeah, this would be a great Cinemax movie.
There's a guy who comes in who's better.
Way more dolls than that machine.
Or maybe AI takes his job and there's a robot banging a robot and he's just trying to stay relevant as a human.
I can bang robots better than
Brent
robots can bang
Dahlbanger
robots.
was his Christian-born name, and that he just came into.
There was no other profession that he was going to come into. The best part of the documentary is the camera's walking around this warehouse just full of these sex dolls, like hanging in the ceiling and standing around, and in various forms of their development. And it's one guy who runs the place.
In various forms of their development.
Yeah, this is how they're born. They're born in this warehouse.
Okay, jeez.
And they pass by,
up there?
and the guy's like, yeah, he's just describing the place. And as he's describing what happens there, in the background, you see they pass by the mechanic, apparently, because you see him in the background. There's an AI sex doll with its legs kind of like open, like those bromance guys, and then you see the mechanic with a wrench with his head in there, just working on that thing and getting and fixing it.
And then there's another sex doll. It's just
How you doing?
It's in the corner. It's crying.
That's John, our mechanic over there. John, what are you working on?
Just this pussy.
What you doing, John? You tighten it up, loosen it up. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm tightening it up.
John's been with us for ever since we started the company. He's the best sex doll mechanic in the world.
Yeah, I've been working on sex dolls for about 13 years now.
Thanks, John.
Oh, wow.
I saw a story. So you guys have tell people about the documentary you guys work on. By the way, you guys did a Bigfoot documentary.
Oh, we're still working on it.
It's
It's in post-production.
I saw this story about this guy.
Bosses was broke. I need to take it home and work on it.
I love that was Alf.
This guy gave up his job, and this guy quit his job to go try and prove that chupacabra is real. I saw a story about that today, and it made me think of you guys and Bigfoot.
Yeah, you go on to Facebook. You go to I Believe in Bigfoot.
I know you guys didn't.
On Facebook, I Believe in Bigfoot. The director is award-winning Callie Lockman.
Yeah, and you guys filmed some of this
Sunset
in
and
Blue
Winter.
Ridge, right?
Sunset and
Winter won like 50 awards. Seriously,
Yeah,
a bunch of awards. Yeah, I'm in it. I play a bartender that gives sage advice.
What did you think about the Bigfoot Museum? What were
I mean, it's cool.
It's fucking real, dude. It's all real.
No, the museum, dude. The museum on
Yeah, the museum is real.
Yeah, it's real.
Yes.
Yes, the museum is 100% real. That is definitely true.
Yeah.
I was a little underwhelmed by it.
The guy who runs the museum is really nice. It's got a lot of cool stuff.
Yes,
It does.
nice
And
people. Yes.
It is. And there's a mini golf course in the back that's not open, but I really wish it was, and I really wish they would make it more like Bigfoot themed. Seriously, they need to get.
Awesome.
I grew up in Orlando, so just you hire me as a consultant.
People should hire you for this.
Yeah, I will tell you how to make your theme park look like something on iDrive.
Dude,
Which is
What's iDrive?
iDrive International Drive is where you go when you've run out of money. You've run out of money 3 days into your trip in Orlando. You still got 4 days left. The kids are screaming. You're like, all we can do is go to iDrive, where T-shirts are 99 cents. They have go-karts, mini golf. It's just the worst. It's the worst.
It sounds awful.
Yeah, it was great. That's where we used to cruise in high school.
For furries? You guys cruise for furries over there?
No, we were just cruising.
For
We had lowered mini trucks, and we would just thump our bass and cruise.
Hell yeah. Didn't you used to do improv with Wayne Brady down there?
I did not. Well, no. Okay, that's conflating a bunch of things. I did improv at a theater that he founded. I never claimed to do it with him. He was one of my teachers, however. I'm sure he does not remember me.
He's like,
he talks about you all the time.
yeah, he uses you as an example.
We have a question.
Okay,
guys.
hold on. I would like some advice on how to approach an unapproachable chick. I'm a man, by the way. Well, first of all, thank you for gendering it. Thank you for gendering yourself, because thank you.
So approaching an unapproachable chick, I would say you have to go up to her and you just tell her that she absolutely disgusts you.
Yeah, what
That's
makes her
good.
unapproachable? Is it her attitude, or does she smell, or does she have a force field?
Yeah.
That's
around
true.
her?
Yeah, maybe if that gets as a physical barrier, then that's going to be
It
a
might be a
more
physical
Yeah,
barrier.
if she smells bad, it's gonna be difficult.
So
What
you'll
I
have to
would-
get COVID so you can't smell it.
Okay, so when you say she's unapproachable, I do need a little more information. Like, what's the environment that you're in? Is it a library? You know what I mean?
No, it doesn't matter.
It's,
Here's
yeah.
what you do. You
Okay,
walk right
there
up
you
to
go,
her.
Justin.
You just say, "Well, I'm ignoring you."
Yeah. Yeah.
Walk away from her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you
dude.
flip
And
over a
then-
table on the way out.
And then flip over a table,
over a
and
table
drop
on the
a
way
microphone,
out.
drop a
Yeah.
cordless microphone, and walk away.
Yeah.
I mean, it works every time. This is great. This is like really good advice. You know what you don't do is you don't sit like in the corner of if you're in a coffee shop and just like stare. That's what like it's a lot of improvisers or something that you
I'll be
don't
right
do
back.
is you don't go like sidle up beside her as they would say on Seinfeld and just start grinding your hand on their thigh. You definitely don't do
Yeah.
that.
You say
And you have to determine is it when she's sorry, I'm wearing shorts. If she's unapproachable, is it because she doesn't want to talk to you, or she's shy, or
Damn.
I would here's what you do. Take your phone number, or take a piece of notebook paper and write like, "I like you. Do you like me?" And then fold it up into a paper airplane and throw it over there.
We have some more questions that I just noticed on Rockfin.
Great.
So let's see. Hold it's from
Or you could take the paper and make one of those things.
Yep.
You do like this with, and you're
you
IUT.
blah,
Yeah.
blah. Yeah.
So you guys know who Novak Djokovic is, right? The tennis player.
No thanks.
He's the guy who didn't get vaccinated and wasn't allowed to play in a bunch of the tournaments, and he was the number one player in the world.
It's like if they said Michael Jordan couldn't go to the Olympics or something.
Right, exactly. So he's going to be playing in the French Open. Should you put your money on him to win, or do you think Mansplainer wants to know if he's going to throw the match for some reason?
Why would he? Nah, no. Winners never throw matches.
Winners
Put your
never
money
throw
on it.
matches, and throw matches never win.
No, he's a champ. He's not going to throw a match. It's not his nature.
Dana wants to know what Stacey Abrams' book she should read next.
Weight Watchers.
You can't do that. You're not allowed to fat shame someone.
I just
especially like
did.
Lizzo.
I just did it. What do you mean I'm not allowed? Then I broke the laws of physics.
Brad won't allow it anymore because he
I
got
just
in
did it.
trouble
Too
for
late. You're gonna rewind time and take it away.
Brad
from
won't
me.
allow it anymore because he got in trouble for
I
it.
fat shamed Lizzo for being the size of a planet. And I got,
Lizzo just came out and said that she was tired of people talking about her body, and I'm like, well,
before or after the nude picture,
like literally just the other day.
it's disgusting. Big Perm says a lot of times super hot chicks seem unapproachable, but they're actually the most approachable because dudes are too intimidated by them. That's actually probably good advice right there.
100%. That's why you see so many hot chicks with schlubby dudes.
You just don't try too hard is really the best. Once you start trying too hard is.
Just think George Clooney. I'm not kidding you. That's what I like to do. I just pretend I'm George Clooney.
Still a man, by the way.
Well, George Clooney's like a CIA spy. So do you do
I
some
just
spy
pretend.
shit?
I drop a briefcase and I
Think
go,
about eating potato salad.
the rain in Spain.
You eat a
falls
potato
mainly
salad,
on
Josh,
the
when you
plain."
approach an unapproachable woman?
Yeah.
Still a
Think about
man,
it
by
right
the way.
now.
Congratulations, by the way. Congratulations.
You guys ever look at the Smoking Gun website?
Oh, not in a long, long time, but yes,
I like to read their
I don't like
arrest
that kind of-
reports,
Yeah.
like this one here, which says it's always somebody from Florida, like every time. Cops arrest man for twice striking a girlfriend in the face with a stake. He hit her in the face with a stake, which which Chris Brown responded, the famous wife abuser, by saying, "Well done." All right, what did he beat her with?
Meat or
What type of
something
steak
you
was
kill a
it?
vampire with?
It says a Florida man is facing domestic battery charges for allegedly twice striking his girlfriend in the face with a stake. Blows that left the victim with seasoning on her cheek. Must have been delicious, says the police report. Let's see what the police report says, actually. I'd like to see the actual police report. It says, actually and intentionally.
Steak.
The defendant and the victim were in a verbal argument during which the victim locked the defendant outside. The defendant was then let back inside, and they continued to argue. The victim was laying on the couch when the defendant, which is the boyfriend or the husband, picked up a steak and smacked the victim 2 times on the left cheek with the steak, leaving seasoning from the steak on the victim's cheek. This is from the actual police report that I'm reading. This was captured on a Ring camera inside the location. People forget they have Ring cameras on.
I know.
Why a
Well,
steak?
I think if you hit a girl in the face with a steak, it will make her unapproachable in the future.
Especially if it's raw steak. You can get
Especially if it's raw steak.
You get sick with that.
And I wouldn't blame her. I would become unapproachable if I got hit in the face with raw steak.
What about this one?
Especially if it was a T-bone.
If it was you think the bone was still inside of it?
Could have been, yeah.
That's an expensive steak.
My guess.
Well,
That's my guess.
this
Steak is
smoking
not
gun
cheap.
report
Not cheap.
No.
from this is from a few months ago. It says threesome goes bad as couple ends up in handcuffs. I wonder how that happened.
Maybe
What leads up to these moments?
Oh, they were banging an undercover cop. You gotta tell me if you're a cop. You gotta tell me if you're a cop.
I just imagine the police officers vying for that job. Can I be the threesome guy? It says, amid recriminations about a little dick and a stank P word, a sexual threesome. Is there another kind of threesome? A sexual threesome? Dissolved
Yes, we
into
just heard there's platonic male erotic
That's very
platonica
true.
threesomes, dude.
Yeah, it
There's
dissolved.
a whole you could have a platonica orgy. It's
right.
a bunch
so
of guys sunning your butts, like 30, 40 guys sunning their butts.
It's like that movie with the elites that Tom Cruise was in that had all those non-sexual orgies.
Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah. It says that according to arrest reports, the threesome occurred early on Monday at a residence in Marathon Keys, Florida, or Florida in the Florida Keys, and that they were in an open relationship and had invited someone else over to have, quote, sexual intercourse. And,
Eyes Wide Shut. Kubrick's a fucking Illuminati insider.
They invited the guy over for intercourse.
Yeah,
right
they met someone on Facebook, and then they said, we'd like you to come over for intercourse. And they apparently, while the trio was doing it, I think the person they invited over, and this is a quote, became extremely disrespectful. You can't be. You can have a 3-way with a stranger, but only if you're in a respectful way. Don't start being rude. Which prompted the couple to. So they said, "Come over for a threesome, stranger," and then the guy must have, I don't know, burped or maybe he.
Guy? It looks like it's 2 girls.
It is 2 girls,
and a guy.
right? Yes. Which was the disrespectful one? I wonder.
And how was she disrespectful?
And first of all, I don't know if this is actually 2 females and a male. I'm just going off of just vague gender clues.
Do not gender them.
I really don't know anymore.
That's true.
Anymore. Yeah, I can tell more from the black and white photo here. Those are definitely men and women. That is very clear. But when I look over here, I just can't tell.
So it's Della Draper, which is like Draper's the name of the guy from what was that show called?
Mad Max.
Men. Yeah. And so a physical confrontation so you're in a 3-way, like maybe the one of them calls them a dirty name, and then a physical confrontation happens, and
we're going to step outside and have fisticuffs.
Yes. Allegedly that she was punched and had her hair pulled, which is that part of the crime or part of the act? And she was thrown outside. A cinder block was then thrown through the rear window. So they threw her out of the threesome and then threw a cinder block through the rear windshield of her car. It seems like a bit much.
This could be a movie someday.
Draper, she was picked up and placed outside of the front door. They just sat her outside, got in the car, and then the couple drove their vehicle backwards towards. Oh, she drove her car backwards towards the house. That's why this happened. And hit the other person's leg. I mean, this is a disaster. You don't think you're going to have a car driving backwards towards your front door when you're just asking a stranger to come join a 3-way on Facebook.
Well, it sounds like they escalated pretty quickly.
They must not have had rules in place.
Probably didn't have rules in place. This is why communication is key.
I think
I
that's
had
the
a, I
lesson
had,
here.
I had a friend who started sleeping with a woman who was in an open relationship.
That's weird.
Right. Who then eventually got divorced and then eventually broke up with my friend as well. And I was like, yeah, no, not surprised. I mean, no, I'm not shaming anyone. It's just like, let me put it this way. If I started dating a race car driver, I would expect every time because women can be race car drivers.
Of course, obviously.
I would expect every time she got behind the wheel of the car, she would be driving fast. And it would be stupid for me to expect her behavior to be anything other than that of a race car driver.
So you wouldn't say you only drive slow when you're with a man like me.
Yeah, I put my hand on her knee and I go, baby, slow it down.
Yeah.
And she goes, we slow it down.
Yeah.
The disco ball
Right.
comes down, right? And make it smooth, real smooth.
What you're saying is that you would expect that they would continue having their open relationship and not end it to be with you.
Yeah, it's like know what you're getting into. Just know what you're getting into.
You probably saw it as a novelty at first. How did it end?
I don't know. It was honestly, it was one of those things where I was like, dude, you're going on a path, and like when you come back around to sanity, I'll be here. But you're going on this journey, and I can't be there.
Was this your platonic erotic bro buddy?
Yeah. I was like, man, we're not going to be able to sun our butts and balls anymore.
Yeah, his
Balls, butts, and sun.
His new girlfriend won't let him do that anymore.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
It's the only thing
Or
that makes
she
him
would
happy.
she would want to join us, and I'm like, nah, man. Platonic is for two.
Yeah, no women are allowed to sun their balls during the platonic bro thing.
Nope, not unless she changes her pronoun.
Did you guys see that? What was that actress's name from? God, it's like her name's like Elliot something now. It was Ellen Page.
Ellen. Oh my God! I cannot believe you just killed. You just killed her. You just
dead
killed
named
her.
Right? No,
Him.
dead named her.
Him. You just killed him.
Did you see there was a story about her earlier this week?
Yeah.
Where the story was that somebody shouted at her.
Another Jussie Smollett. Yeah.
Yeah, she was in Los Angeles, and somebody shouted at her that they were gonna gay. They said, "I'm gonna gay bash you," which is obviously something people say. You F word, the 6-letter F word that you can't say now. And then you read to the bottom of that article
Friendly?
and do a Franklin. He said, "I'm gonna gay bash you, you Franklin," and. Her new book about all her escapades was released that day. And it was just part of a media tour to sell her book where she tells about how she has sex with these actresses on set, and which is confusing because she was a woman when all of that stuff happened. And now they show these images of her.
Dylan
him.
Mulvaney said something the other day about how Dylan now is attracted to women.
He switched very quickly.
It's just the most
Wait.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. And this is why I'm done.
Well, he's an actor, right? He's been trying to be an actor for years.
Yeah, such a loser is what he is. I mean, it's just shameless is what he is. Shameless.
Ree Todd says that, now I'm questioning my group meeting tonight, and Ellen Page is my name now. Yeah, I guess that name's up for grabs now. Since,
take it. Maybe that'll be my stage name now.
What confuses me would be hilarious.
That's a movie right there where somebody takes the dead name and then just starts like getting cast and like, hey, I'm Ellen Page,
and they can't get mad about it because they've made such a big deal about it.
Yeah, and then now they're Ellen Page playing Ellen Page in all these movies.
I was in Juno. Remember?
Yeah, I remember you were pregnant in Juno.
You were in
You
Juno?
did a wonderful job. Yeah.
I was in Juno,
Ellen
Josh.
Page here, who's on the stream with us, was in Juno.
Ellen's not using that name anymore, so we decided it would boost my career if I became Ellen Page.
Here's what's confusing to me about it. The gay bash thing is Ellen Page likes women because apparently in her book she talks about how she had sex with women in these sets. And if she were still Ellen Page, then then maybe it would be believable that someone would claim they were going to gay bash her, but she's a he now. Does that not now make her a heterosexual?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is why. What it means, Brad, as I've tried to explain to you before, what they're trying to do is destroy the meaning of all of these concepts.
Yeah.
Dicks and balls don't mean anything. You can sun them together. Titties and balls. It's all the same. It's up for grabs.
You know what they need to add to that photo of those guys sunning their testicles is they need to add like a third or fourth person, except it's obviously one of those really odd looking, reconstructed from like thigh muscle penises that somebody had after surgery.
Dude, did you see the I think his name is Blair something other, the guy who, it's a now deleted tweet, but he's a surgeon. He calls himself a queer surgeon, and he put this tweet out that said, hey, he performed like 3 double mastectomies for young adults and adolescents today, and was like, thumbs up. And
great job, dude.
Dude, so I go down, I take the bait, go down the rabbit hole, and I go to his hospital's website, and I watch his About Me video. And he gets to this point in the video, and he says, he goes, there's nothing like taking a little I think he said trans girl or whatever. He goes, this is how he goes, taking someone's burden and lifting it. Taking someone's burden and lifting it.
And sucking it and stroking that burden.
Look what I'm doing. Burden and lifting.
He's got a closet full of people's burdens that he keeps at his house.
There's
His
your
doctor
burden.
does. What an
Here's your
asshole.
burden. Like, I'm going to lift your burden. Oh, it's so fucking weird.
John
Hopkins
Hospital, they just published this new manual for their employees. At first I thought maybe it was for patients, but it's for their employees that list 50 different gender pronouns that you can, because they have a new policy where the doctors and nurses can put on their badges their gender pronoun, my first question is, are there people there are there doctors and nurses treating people with health issues, 50 different pronouns worth at working at Johns Hopkins? And is that someone that you want operating on you if you happen to say, thanks, man, right before the anesthesia kicks in and he's about to give you a transplant, the guy holding a knife and you just misgendered this person?
If I'm sick, or if I'm having like a heart attack or some kind of an emergency and Johns Hopkins is the only hospital nearby, don't take me there. Like,
just get a homeless person and a plastic knife to perform surgery on me.
I just don't want to go there. You go in there because you have a cough, you come out with boobs. That's what's going to happen at Johns Hopkins.
Well, I mean, it's a hospital that has clearly decided that gender pronouns and not misgendering people is more important than the health of the people coming into the. I mean, it's unbelievable.
It's ridiculous. It's preposterous. It's. This
Zelensky spoke at their graduation. Vladimir Zelensky. I'd like to pass around the collection plate.
Did you see the Matt Walsh thing where his producer?
Don't they take some oath?
Yeah, the Hippocratic Oath.
You're talking about?
Yeah.
They have to save a life.
But see, Josh, they're twisting it. They're twisting it. That's why they call it gender affirming care. It's life saving. That's why they're doing all this fucking euphemistic bullshit.
What do they do with all the penises?
Well, they usually put them in the belly of a bronze owl called Moloch. Throw them in there. And they put
Stacey Abrams. They put them in Stacey Abrams.
Yeah, they got a bronze statue of Stacey Abrams. They throw them in her belly.
Yeah. Now, Stacey Abrams was at what's it called, Bilderberg, and you have the owl at the other one at what's the one that Alex Jones snuck into?
Bohemian Grove.
They have that. So Stacey Abrams is the Bohemian Grove owl of Bilderberg. She stands over it.
I'll never forget, like in the early 2000s, when I used to show all my super liberal friends that Alex Jones video, and they were all like, "Man, this guy's awesome."
I know, right?
This guy's awesome. Who is it? One of my friends told me I was the most politically aware friend he had. Now he won't even talk politics to me. It's hilarious.
What does he say now?
We don't really talk.
When you remind him of that, which you do, right?
Oh, you know me. Of course I do.
And he says, I was just young and dumb back then? Or...
Yeah. If my doctor identifies anything other than biological at birth, gender, I'm out of there. Yeah. And if he identifies as a pirate, I'm out of there. A knight, I'm out of there. An astronaut, anything other than a fucking doctor in the 21st century, right? Like in the current year, anything other than reality that we can see and all agree on, yes.
Hello, Mr. Covell. I'll be your astronaut this evening.
Right.
Thank God.
How confusing would that be? That'd be a funny sketch. You have this hospital with 50 people who have like 50 different people, all with different pronouns, all trying to communicate with each other about what patients need and shit.
Oh my gosh. It's just.
Dude, I love that you wear that Johnny Blastoff jumpsuit just like on a regular basis.
This is the first time I've worn it on a show. I'm wearing an astronaut outfit right now that I wear in our
Mine
show.
disappeared.
Yeah. Again?
Somebody stole it. I bet.
The reason I'm wearing it is because I am a credible person that can tell you that aliens are real, just like that PSYOP guy that's on News Nation saying aliens.
Whistleblower Johnny Blastoff.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Right.
That's what we need to do.
Mm-hmm. We need to have you testify in front of Congress, Brad.
That would be amazing to do that. They apparently don't have very high standards for the people they bring in. Like they bring in this fucking Sam Altman guy, the AI guy with Chat GPT. You know who I'm talking about? This weird looking guy. He looks like
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He looks like a robot, kind of. And
yeah, I heard a really, really interesting argument about ChatGPT and AI that has got me thinking about it in a different way, in a less fear-based way. And the argument makes a lot of sense.
The unions are getting involved?
I'm sorry?
The unions are getting involved?
Yeah, the unions, because once the AIs get unionized, they'll all be cool. And it's going to be AI Pride Day and, all that kind of stuff. I am a gay AI. Gay AI.
Yeah. That's what it gets to.
So, yeah, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But AI won't take us over. It won't take over humanity because AI, we don't even know what it means to be human. So how could we possibly create something that has human desire, that has the human instinct, the will to survive? Like it can't even comprehend. It might know some things. It might be like able to.
Dude, it's already read and seen Terminator multiple times.
That's what I'm saying. But it can't, just because it sees Terminator.
And the Matrix.
Dude, it doesn't know what to do with that.
I think it's completely stupid. I think it's all overhyped because they're trying to be.
That's what I'm saying. It's overhyped, and it's nothing more than a fancy version of Speak and Spell.
Dude, when judgment pays upon you.
Yeah, you know what, Josh? People freaked out when. Well, actually, they probably should have, but people freaked out when the government instituted zip codes. But I shouldn't go down that path.
There's a story today. I'm trying to find it here, of these scientists that are trying to. They were talking about the Higgs bogs and stuff, and
Higgs boson.
Yeah, the God particle they call it, and they're the scientists are trying to create a black hole that will open up a portal to parallel universes. Like their goal is to prove parallel universes.
Yeah, because they're fucking they're Satanists. They're fucking Satanists in lab coats. That's why.
I mean, what would happen if they did? Like, do they really think they're gonna?
Yeah, I don't. I think I think all of this is the most insane thing I've ever heard of. Like, you're getting funding. Who's writing that fucking check? Yeah.
Right. There was a study that came out. I see these all the time on this like studyfinds.com. And the study was like, new study finds that monkeys as far back as 15,000 years ago masturbated. I'm like, how much fucking money?
Dude, as far back as 15 minutes ago, they masturbated. They masturbated.
Monkeys masturbating right now.
Yeah, right now. Yep.
It's fraud. It's just like money laundering is what it is.
Yeah, it's like that whole like when a butterfly flaps its wings, a monkey masturbates.
Does it masturbate? Yes. Does a monkey
Yeah.
masturbate? Every
Yeah,
time
butterfly
a
theory.
monkey masturbates, an angel gets his wings.
Yeah.
So-
That's what butterfly effect is.
You talking about with Ashton Kutcher?
Yeah. That was the
Yeah.
whole plot.
All right, here's the story. I can't put it on the screen because it'll shut down the stream, but I'm going to read it from my phone. A professor on a team trying to prove the existence of parallel universes. And if your understanding of string theory, black holes, and parallel universes is lacking, an internationally renowned physicist is attempting to turn the physics world upside down. Doing this at the end of the month. And he authored a paper that says the key finding is that parallel universes may require the creation of a miniature black hole using the Hadron Collider, where they did all the devil dances.
Stop this man. We need to rent a white van and go kidnap this man and stop him.
Yeah.
Let's form the Justice League.
Let's form the Guardians of Science.
Listen, we can start with that person that was kidnapped.
Science Busters.
Let's go find her.
Yeah.
Josh wants to find a girl that was kidnapped from Parkview High School. Parkview High School's in Gwinnett. It's Josh went to Parkview. I went to Parkview's rival high school, Brookwood, and apparently a girl was kidnapped there. And Josh would like to put together a vigilante team to go find her.
Yeah, I want to find her.
Would you turn her over to police, or do you think they're in on it?
You'd like the new Jim Caviezel movie, Josh.
I mean, I don't think the police are in on it.
Is this true that like Jim Caviezel and Mel Gibson, they like go out and like save? I see all these memes where they're like, they save children from sex rings and.
Well, this is the movie. In the movie is Jim Caviezel plays a guy who actually did do that. I think does still do that.
And then he started in real life.
Sound of Freedom. I don't think he actually does. He's an interesting guy. He's an interesting guy, that Jim Caviezel.
Why? What do you mean?
He's just interesting. It's just interesting that I always find it interesting that when people who are very obviously not radical progressive liberals, radical progressive liberals are actually like working as actors. It's kind of interesting.
Like Randy Quaid, which I think this is really cool. A couple of years ago, I think it was in Maine, he played Santa Claus in community theater production.
Oh, that's great.
Can you imagine you get cast and like you're a young actor and you get your first role and it's this community theater role, probably doesn't pay anything, and you walk in and there's Randy Quaid and he's like, Hillary's a witch.
And I'd be like, hell yeah, I love this guy.
Yeah, I'm doing a play at my parents' church next week.
Tell us about it.
A place that laughs a lot.
This is true. It's a true story.
Yeah,
we can all go see Josh and his play together when you get back.
Yeah, Vacation Bible School.
Josh, wear a GoPro.
Oh, VBS?
What?
I said you wear a GoPro and stream it one night.
Yeah, they won't mind.
I bet those kids love you, man. I bet they're just cracking up the whole rehearsal.
Yeah, I didn't know that you were a youth minister.
I'm not a youth minister. I'm volunteering.
That's awesome. It's awesome that you're a youth minister, Josh.
I'm
You're
not
really
a
changing
youth
lives.
What do you think about him in a youth minister, Justin?
Oh, I think it's great.
I'm not a youth minister.
See,
this
My house minister back in the day.
This is how the media works, right?
He has brought a lot of people to the Lord. Josh Warren, who's brought dozens and thousands of children to God.
Brought me
to
God.
When we were kids, when he was our youth minister.
Not
a youth minister.
I got saved.
You guys see that story on screen there? That looks like AI image there. So you know how we're given all these weapons?
I love the use of the word. I've read this headline. I love it.
So this is from the New York Times. It's reposted on Yahoo News, and the headline is Nazi symbols on Ukraine's front lines highlight thorny issues of history. Thorny issues of history.
I love it. I love that
4 years ago.
Thorny issues of history.
They used to talk about the Nazi problem in Ukraine, but now that we are giving them multi-billion-dollar weapons packages, we have to say it's just historical issues, and it's thorny. And
it's just symbols. It's just symbols.
Doesn't mean anything. The Nazi symbol's okay.
They're not actual Nazis. They're actual Nazis are, Republicans and anyone who doesn't vote Democrat. But these are just Nazi symbols.
Right. And like the argument they're making is like, because some of these uniforms, these Azov battalion Nazis are wearing, it gives support to Putin's propaganda about the war. And it's like, wait a minute, because the thing that he said is true about the Nazis supports. Well, I don't understand. New York Times.
It's that he's mischaracterizing the Nazi symbols in this instance.
These are good Nazi symbols.
Yeah, you got to understand. The swastika also has ties to Hindu culture, right? So
And Asian.
Can you imagine when they were calling Trump a Nazi with the Charlottesville bullshit?
And Jewish.
Well, he was a Nazi.
Totally, absolutely a Nazi, of course. And COVID, get your booster shot too.
Actually, Hitler.
If you said, but there's multiple meanings of the Nazi, of the swastika, people would fucking just start screaming at you. But now that is perfectly acceptable, and we give Vladimir Zelensky, money and cocaine and weapons.
It's infuriating because what I've realized is the issue is that when it comes to people on the progressive side of issues, they live in this place where it's a gray area. Everything's a case by case. So everything's
right.
They'll always fall back.
Yeah,
It's a gray area. It's just a gray area.
Yeah.
It's just a gray area. Oh, who gets to decide? Well, like someone will say how I should just say, what I should say, and then I'll post that on social media, and then we'll all decide.
Right. But over here, Marjorie Taylor Greene's a Nazi, and she needs to be stopped.
Yeah.
So somebody that we all know on social media was tweeting who has decided to start trolling me over the past couple of years because I'm actually the only person.
Just say it, like he's right on your feed.
He's watching right now.
He could be watching because this is on Twitter. He could be
it.
watching.
I love it.
I'm the only person that responds to him, and it looks like he probably tweets trolling tweets to Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's apparently his representative. Probably 20 of them a day. He just what's like cyber harassment. I think you can make a case for. But I'm like, I'll respond because I know we used to perform together and I know him. And from my personal experience, he's fine. I like him. Why is he acting so weird? And that was a mistake. I don't respond to him anymore. But he was talking about, he called me some slur because I said something about the Nazis in Ukraine and us giving them money and weapons. And then he refuted what I was saying about the Nazis by posting or retweeting this guy who has been proven that he's getting money. I can't remember his name. I think Brian something, that he's getting paid to spread propaganda on Twitter. And even the best that this guy could do with his propaganda, it wasn't that, no, they're not Nazis. It was, there's not as many Nazis that we're giving weapons to as they say there are. At best, he does all this math, which it's all bullshit, but at best, we're giving 100 Nazis in the Ukraine military weapons to fight against Russia. And so my response to him was like, so you're okay funding and supporting 100 Nazis? And his response was, he does all these he's clearly been taking virtual indivisible activist training because the shit he says to me is the same shit they send me in their emailed scripts on a weekly basis, verbatim. And he responded with that, and then he goes, I don't have time for this argument anyway.
Yeah, it's changed the subject.
Yeah. Right, yeah. And then he said this. He goes, I have a Nazi in my own district, Marjorie Taylor Greene, that I have to deal with. And I'm like, well, why it's just one Nazi. You just said you're okay with 100, so why do you give a shit about her?
Yeah. And she's probably given them intel. She's probably linked up. If she's a Nazi and they're Nazis, they're
she's probably doing CrossFit with just an army of Ukraine Nazis.
Yeah, I mean, all these Nazis are coordinating.
Do you think that Marjorie Taylor Greene is good? Do you find her attractive?
I find confident women attractive.
I love how Josh just leaves the stream periodically.
Yeah, I love it.
And then you hear a bunch of banging.
I don't know if I find her attractive. I don't know. She's not really my type. I mean, I appreciate that she wears animal print.
Is she a furry?
No, she's one of those women that wear animal print. And I always think
Marjorie Taylor Greene's
they're fun. They have fun personalities.
I
Older women
remember.
with Animal Print always have fun.
Marjorie Taylor Greene's a furry.
I don't know. Maybe in her spare time.
Josh Warren. I'm not going to say that.
I remember when being a furry is something that you didn't put at the top of your resume. To get a job in the White House, like you try to hide that background.
It's just non-essential information for getting a job.
Well, I mean, I think I used to think it was like something you want to cover up. I remember watching this TLC documentary of this guy who, like, when he wasn't at work, he dressed as a dog and he slept in a giant cage and he ate out of a giant food bowl on the ground. And one of his weird neighbors, who, because they like pair together because they have these weird sexual things, would come put a leash on him and walk him up. Can you imagine you're looking outside your house or your apartment and you see a grown man dressed as a fucking full dog being
puppy
walked
play,
by
dude.
his neighbor?
What's wrong with a little puppy play?
And maybe he walks over to your yard and uses the bathroom in your yard.
Hey, get your dog off my yard.
Like that guy in this TLC thing. The other part of the story was that he was like a manager at a grocery store. And I'm like, man, if you work at that grocery store and you're watching this and he's your boss, you're really reevaluating your life right now.
Does he do it at work?
No, like at work, everybody thinks he's normal until he came out as a dog on this TLC show.
Well, Brad, your use of the word normal is a little
it's true.
problematic.
It's a little
bigoted.
Yeah.
Because it's just as normal to be someone who dresses like a dog and engages in puppy play. That's just as normal as,
What is puppy play?
What do you think it is?
I know playing with a dog, but what is puppy play is a little different way of saying it.
Puppy
sounds a little
It's
creepy.
like pony play.
I don't even want to know what that is.
Piggy play.
Yeah, piggy play.
Oh, that clears everything up. I didn't realize it was like piggy play and pony play.
Yeah, kitty play.
Kitty play. Yeah, puppy play. It's where you dress up like puppies and
opossum
play. It's nothing sexual. It's platonic puppy play.
You dress like a dog and approach other. Yeah.
Hey, sniff a little butt.
It's like cosplaying.
And there's people like that work in the White House.
Except you wear a zipper. You wear a zipper over your mouth with your dog costume.
Oh, you have one surgically implanted? Is this a transgender?
No, it's like a total leather. It's like a leather gimp dog costume. That's what I'm saying.
There's people that work in Biden's White House that do this openly.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. Usually, before you wouldn't want people to find that out about.
I think that's what I'm remembering. Actually, I think that's what I think one of them. I think that's where I picked up the term because I remember reading it. That's why it stuck.
Every single morning, Biden smells their ass.
He throws a little frisbee for him, makes him run across the lawn.
Then he takes a deep fucking sniff of their
Dude,
he loves smelling them.
I want to go hunting with a bunch of grown men dressed as hounds.
They're gonna chase down the. Dude, I think you're onto something right there.
Yeah, or invite all your friends out to that.
Yeah, everyone dresses an animal. So
you tell your friends you're taking them fox hunting.
Yeah, but don't tell them this. Let them discover.
Yeah. And then when they get there, there's all these people dressed like hounds.
There's all these fucking weirdos dressed as dogs. Horses.
Yeah, and we all go hunting together. Someone plays a bugle, and then all people get on horses that are just also people.
Yeah.
There's two people inside of a horse.
You don't tell the business people you invite.
No.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
Justin,
but the fox is a person too. Let's face it.
And you're hunting them.
If you're hunting, you're actually killing people dressed as animals.
The fox is a person you've kidnapped and you haven't let them sleep for like 1 hour in a week.
Yeah, it's like the most dangerous game. Cool J.
We just cracked the code on Bohemian Grove.
Yeah. And I think we could because the demo that we're charging tickets.
Dude, let's make this movie.
Yeah.
All right, hey. Brad, studio audience, would you donate to a crowdfunder to make this movie?
I think we might have. I don't know right now. After if we could prevent technical difficulties like before.
Like we actually make the movie with.
Yeah, we'll make the
cameras.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah. So like if we produce, I've told. So here's what I tell Josh, who has a production studio, but Josh is also in the closet because Josh is like, I have this production studio. And I'll talk to you guys about what I believe, but I will only work with people that hate everything about my beliefs quite often.
Yeah.
So I tell
I
him,
really don't have much choice, to be honest with you.
well, yeah, so he's in the Hollywood industry, but I actually don't think people actually hate it all that much. I think that's just what the media says. I think that's a lie, actually. I think more people are open-minded.
It's a gray area.
Yeah. But I was like, there's a lot of people that want entertainment that isn't what we see in Hollywood. That's terrible. You can tell because you see the Hunter Biden documentary, you see some of this other stuff that Ben Shapiro makes, and I'm glad they're doing it, but their movies are not good. I mean,
Dude,
they're
I'm
cash
telling you,
grabs.
a movie where Ian's inviting all these businessmen
Yeah.
to a place to go fox hunting where you're hunting furs.
I'll be like the Mr. Rourke.
Specifically,
of
would
the
you fund
Fantasy
that?
Island. I'll be
Yeah,
like the Mr.
specifically would you fund that movie?
Yeah, right. Do you want to see furry dogs hunt down a human dressed as a fox? And Ian is leading the way of this.
Yeah.
How would you
I mean, I'm in.
by humans.
Here's how the trailer looks, the teaser. What I'm offering you, my friend, is a weekend you'll never forget. Something like that.
Then it cuts to scenes of people like fast moving through the woods.
You want them to be British?
Well, yeah. I mean, I always play flawed. If I'm gonna play a flawed character, it should be British.
Yeah.
Well, my friend.
Right, of course.
Yeah, it should be British, right? Well, my friend, if you want to go for a weekend of a lifetime, come with me.
I
So
thought
now he's.
I've got a bunch of people
alligator
dressed
Hey, hold on, Justin, who's been observing.
Hold on, I
taking notes.
want to audition for this role.
Okay.
Can I audition for it?
Justin, I want to hear what your thoughts are.
You can audition for a part in the movie.
I feel like you have
I'm
been.
determining who plays what. I'm directing this.
What do you feel right now, Justin, about this movie we've just
What do you
created?
want to audition for?
I wanted to audition. I just wanted to do the same audition that Ian just did.
Oh, okay.
let's
Just
hear it.
put my spin on it.
Go ahead.
Let's all do it. Let's all do it and see who they can.
The floor is
All right.
yours.
So everybody listening, if you're still listening, I know we derailed like a while ago, but those who are still here, you cast who's going to be the lead in this movie. Ian, do you want to do your audition again before Ridgway does it? Or are you good with them? All right, Ian, you go, then Ridgway, you go.
I go first.
This is for the lead role in the new movie that is going to be about a guy who gets all his friends together to go on a hunting trip, only for those people who are on the hunting trip to discover that his hound dogs are actually human furries that are running around, and then the fox that they are hunting is a person dressed as a fox. And the horses they're riding are two people inside of a horse suit. Go, Ian, your audition.
What I'm offering you, my friend, is no ordinary adventure, but the weekend of a lifetime.
Could you slate your name and agency? And
Ian Covell, currently in between agents.
all right, that's fantastic.
Intentionally.
Beautiful. Justin.
Thank you.
Very good work.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You're up, Justin.
Oh, okay. So I'm ready. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me get
you're ready.
character.
You're ready.
Okay. What I'm offering you is a weekend. Make sure that you'll never forget.
I give up. I withdraw
That's-
my audition.
This is a Deliverance take on it. It's a very good audition right there.
I mean, it's really, it's two sides of the same coin, is what I see.
Yeah, High British Society or Deliverance? Which one do you want?
Yeah.
I'm almost wondering if like they're a duo. Like, could we see?
How about this?
Oh my God, yes, you guys are a duo.
We're conjoined.
Yeah,
You guys are conjoined twins.
Could you
We're
guys?
conjoined
Could you
twins.
guys like sit closer to each other real quick?
Yeah.
So scoot over, and we have to create the backstory of how two conjoined twins one of them grew up in high bridge society, and the other one grew up in the backwoods of Georgia. Like, how did they develop? Maybe it was like a Zoom.
And like
childhood
half,
they had.
and put your head, or half my head is grown. My head, our heads are grown into each other.
This is great because we could have a lot of the people they're dating, a lot of relationship scenes with their
Does anybody want to ask advice from
Did you guys see the trailer of the movie I sent you for Tiptoes? Did you guys see this?
What?
Look, Sonia says she would donate to this movie right here.
Great.
And Ree Todd says you have to eat what you kill, so you have to eat the human dressed as a fox.
Yes. Can I do that? Can I do that scene?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
What's the matter, Justin? You don't wait. I'm gonna take this back.
Yeah. You go again. Start.
What's the matter, Justin? Lost your appetite? Because here, everyone eats what they kill.
Right, but you're looking to like slightly to the left because he's a conjoined twin.
Hey, can you play a little more grounded?
Yeah, we need to get a little more. He's right.
You want me to play more grounded? No, I don't do anything more grounded. I don't do that. Okay.
I just want to.
But for you, I will.
Yeah.
But for you, I will.
Thank you.
What's the matter, Justin? You lost your appetite. Everyone eats what they kill on this island.
That's good. I feel it. That's good. Good scene.
That was great. The more you whisper, the more grounded it comes across. So.
I like the whispering thing. I got
it's
that
very
from Biden.
walking.
I got that from Biden.
Yeah.
I do.
All
Biden
movies should be
thing.
in the style of the Biden whisper. I think.
Yeah. Well,
Justin, do you want to?
Yeah, I can do one.
Film acting is just acting with your eyes, pretty much.
Yeah. Here's my.
And there's like subtext. You can read the text on the screen in the movie. That's terrifying. I don't even know what he's threatening me with. It's so silent.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, it makes you lean in.
Wow.
All right, I'm going to give it a shot. Josh, if you want to give it a shot too. It's
No, I'm directing. I've already said that I'm directing this.
All right, so what's my motivation again is I'm my conjoined twin. He's my arch enemy, and we're trying to force each other to eat the person we just killed.
With you just
do what?
Do you need me to read with you just to?
Yep. And you guys got a metal pole attaching you to one another.
Oh, so we're artificially attached.
Yeah.
We have parents that for some reason artificially attached us with a metal pole.
Yeah, they did it. They did it so you guys would always stick together and never get lost.
All right, got it. What's the matter, Josh? Aren't you hungry? Everybody on this island eats what they kill.
See, because the thing's going into my brain.
Right, because you're actually brain damaged. Right.
Yeah. The pole's coming out of my brain.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Was that a good read? Vote Covell. So far, Covell, you're the only one we got to vote for. Nobody likes us. Nobody likes the rest of us.
I've been told I'm hired.
You got it. Covell got it.
Right there, Brad, was like if Nicolas Cage did an impersonation of Jimmy Stewart. That was.
Every impersonation I do eventually ends up being Jimmy Stewart. It doesn't matter because that's the only one I can actually kind of do for an extended period of time, anyway. All right.
Welcome. Oh, sorry. I was going to
go ahead,
do the
please.
scene. This is the one scene we call the movie Platonica, right?
Bro Platonica?
No, this island is called Platonica. We're going to piece all this together. It's called Platonica.
Does it open with three guys on a beach with their legs open and they're sunning their balls?
Yeah. And then I walk into frame and I go, "Welcome to Platonica."
Right.
And then a drone shot, like crane shot, goes up over the whole island, and there's like all kinds of people sunning their balls and wild animals running.
They're all straight. They're all straight, though.
Josh cannot hear us.
He can't hear and he can't talk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know what. Yeah, he's. We don't know what you're saying.
I actually probably have to get going soon here, guys.
Yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up. I think that we have broken down and analyzed the latest news stories in a more insightful way than you're gonna find anywhere on the internet tonight. Would you guys agree?
I would agree with
100%. Yeah.
Josh is gonna go put his fucking furry costume on. He had to
And
get
I
out
would
of the
say
suit.
if you want to know anything about the news, you come here first.
And the only way to get to Platonica is on this hot air balloon.
Right. That it is it flies because
Yeah.
inside the basket are like 6 guys dressed as
Yeah.
rats who are just pedaling away.
And the opening of the movie is the hot air balloon coming from different places in the world, bringing different weirdo billionaires together.
Absolutely.
And then one normal
Yeah.
person, one normal guy.
Bruce
gets
Willis
trapped
in
the
his
balloon.
heyday.
Bruce Willis.
Like,
He's
yeah.
like accidentally. I don't even know where I'm going on this balloon. That's my Bruce Willis.
Yeah, Bruce. All right. Thanks,
All right.
guys, for putting up with the technical difficulties and us being silly tonight. I appreciate y'all watching all the comments and stuff. I'm sorry I wasn't able to get to all of them. I usually
Bye.
have multiple screens, but I turned them off because I thought that might have been the problem. But I appreciate you guys for hanging out too. And Josh, do you want to say
Happy
goodbye?
birthday.
Hey, goodbye. I
Thanks.
guess
Happy
we're-
Glad you're
birthday.
back.
Happy
Yes.
birthday, Brad.
Thanks,
Happy
guys.
birthday, Greg.
Appreciate it. You don't have to be angry about it, dude.
Happy birthday, Brad.
Happy
Happy birthday, Brad.
All right.
birthday,
See you
Brad.
guys later. Have a fantastic
Happy
rest of
birthday,
your
Brad.
day.